Hello everyone, I am Rachel Clark, and thank you for tuning in. Our feature text today is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. This selection's genre is realistic fiction. I have selected 2 content areas to teach using this particular book. The first subject area I have selected is writing. For this activity, to say a name, I will ask my students to write a poem from the perspective of one of the characters from Stargirl. The assignment will be to write their poem about the character's name. For example, if they chose to write about Stargirl, they would include in their poem that names don't mean much to her, and that she changes her name so many times. They could cover a character's personal beliefs about their name, their family value in a name, as well as many more options. The students will then have to create a short biteable about their chosen character. I have provided a sample of a biteable I have created. Let's take a look. The second content area I have selected to teach is reading. Here, before the students have read Stargirl, I will ask them to create an anticipation guide. This includes answering questions about what they think will happen in the story. They will be placed into groups and will work collaboratively to complete their guides. Here is an example of an anticipation guide. For the second reading activity, I will ask my students to create a story impression. An example of a story impression can be found on the next slide. This is a quote from Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. In our minds, we tried to pin her to a corkboard like a butterfly, but the pin merely went through, and away she flew. Here is an example of a story impression. First, students will create story chains using words from the book. Students will do a book walk where they can flip through the book and choose words that they find important. After the students select 10 words, they will use those words to predict what will happen in the story. Predictions do not have to be correct, but the students should work independently and creatively. Lastly, after students have read Stargirl, they will compare their predictions with what actually happened in the story. These activities will allow my students to think critically about the story and to make appropriate predictions and conclusions. Lastly, I have included pictures of the 4 additional books I have read and enjoyed. Creepy Carrots by Aaron Reynolds is extremely funny and interesting to read. Knuffle Bunny 2 by Mo Willems is such an adorable book, detailing the essence of childhood through creative photo animation illustrations. Thank you so much for joining me today. Stop by again soon.